Jets.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ritter now.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Now Ritter.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
There on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. Throwing is Diaz. Throwing to start the drive.
His pass completes a record.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll go again with Hall.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Ritter backed up in his end zone.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone. And that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big time.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
18 carries, 78 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Off the play fake. Diaz.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Diaz. Off play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets have retaken the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Diaz.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ritter, and an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson hits right to left side.
Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and short, Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So out now come the Jets. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
37 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's 3rd and 6.
Off play action. Diaz.
This one deep for Wilson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Diaz. A final shot before break. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan in it. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have... But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you'd worked out all week long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Aaron Jones with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Dameon Pierce with a touchdown run. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role. quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Diaz now off the play fake. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. 3rd and 12.
Back to throw. Diaz. Flushed out. The pressure gets to him again.
Arnold Ebiketie
Drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Crossing route, he finds Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Ritter back to throw. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, A little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Diaz. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Diaz. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson,
30 yards.
and the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Opposite. Green. Check right.
Going play action. Ritter.
Short pass to Howard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Check pink. Yellow. Line. Smith red.
Ritter with it after the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ritter to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Yeah, this is taken at the 23. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get greedy in a good way.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Off the play fake. Diaz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now... going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Robinson on a give right side.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, that is his caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first. The new campaign,
and the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action. Diaz. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth.
tripping, this is easy. Easy.